slower start, then you really got into it. What was your first impression of your first game in the W?
I thought it was physical. I don't know, obviously it wasn't like the best start in the first half for myself. Getting into foul trouble, and then you got to sit on the bench and try to come back into the game and get into a little bit of a flow, but obviously too many turnovers. That's not going to get the job done, but I think just a lot of things to learn from. I didn't think we played well, and we had cut it to 6 in the third quarter, so I think that's a positive you look at. Like, we really did not play a good game, but we were right there at moments, and then it kind of got away from us at the end of the third and fourth quarter. Didn't have the greatest start, so I think just a lot to learn from. You know, it's the first one. There's going to be good ones, there's going to be bad ones, and, you know, like we said in the locker room, like, we play on Thursday. You got to learn from it and move on and be ready to go.
Got front row on the left too, Scott.
Kaylin, there's so much change going on in your world. How do you be the best version of yourself while adapting to so much change?
Yeah, I think it's, you know, I think just going day by day and, you know, trying to do the best you can no matter what. Obviously, you know, I would have liked to play a little better tonight. I think all of us would say that if we were all sitting up here, and as a team collectively, we would have liked to play better and shown a better product, because I thought we've had some really good practices leading up to this game. But, you know, I think the biggest thing is just, you know, learn from it, move on. You know, things are going to come fast. That's how it is. This season goes fast. There's 39 games left and plenty of opportunities to do what we want to do. But like Coach said, like, you have to be able to learn and watch it, and, you know, that's the way to get better, because there's only going to be so much we can do on the court tomorrow before we play the Liberty at home.
See Ben, second row on the left.
Hey, over here. Christy said that she felt like you guys got punched in the mouth early on. I guess, Caitlin, do you agree with that assessment of, you know, the start?
Yeah, for sure. I'd agree with Coach. I didn't think we came out and I thought our first couple of possessions were okay, and then they kind of went on a run and we really struggled to score. We didn't really get into much. So I would agree with Coach for sure.
Front row on the right.
Kaylin, when it came to the turnovers, you mentioned you felt like you had too many. What was particularly the issue? Was it just the way that the team was guarding you, Dijonay in particular? Anything that stood out?
I think definitely the physicality. I think also just like some uncharacteristic stuff. Like, I pick up the ball and travel, I dribble off my foot, I pass it on the inbound, I turn it over. So just a few things that are just, you know, you have to be crisper. Like, those are situations where, you know, you're just giving the other team the ball. I think collectively, obviously, you know, 25 turnovers is going to make it really hard for us to win. Coach said they took 66 shots, we took 50. Like, you know, it's really hard to win games when you give them 16 more opportunities than we had. Like, it would be impressive if we won this game doing that. So I think some were uncharacteristic. I think their ball screen traps and hedges were really good, and, you know, we didn't fill up collectively to help out whoever the point guard was at the time to, you know, give a passing angle, and we turned it over a lot there. But, you know, they also capitalized on a lot of the turnovers that we had, like in transition. You know, AT made great plays, they finished layups, they found open people. So not only were they turning us over, but they were capitalizing on those too. Second row in the middle.
Caitlin, you talked a lot about gratitude pre-game. I think you used the phrase, how lucky are we, twice. I can, in spite of your disappointment, I can still see some gratitude on your face. I mean, in spite of that, I guess, what are your emotional takeaways from this game?
Yeah, I think obviously I'm disappointed, and nobody likes to lose. Like, that's how it is, but I don't think you can beat yourself up too much about, you know, one game. I don't think that's going to help this team. I don't think, if, you know, no matter who it is on this team, nobody can do that with how they played, and just learn from it and move on. And, you know, I guess I'm just excited for Thursday to get back home and have our home opener. And, you know, I thought it took me a little while to settle into the game. I thought the second half was a lot better, minus some of the turnovers, but just getting more comfortable, and that's just going to come with experience and getting to play with these girls. And the more games I play, the more comfortable I'm going to get. So, yeah, I mean, we definitely need to have more assists too. I think I can find my post a little better as well.
Front row in the middle.
Caitlin, list one for each of you, if I could. Caitlin, for you just talked about it, but in the second half, it seemed like you were able to create a little bit more space, to be able to find some more of your shots. I'm wondering the ways you did that. And then, Liz, for you, I saw from Indiana Fever PR, you guys 50 of the first 64 games you've scored in double digits. As this young team comes together, how much do you take it as kind of a responsibility to be the rock, to be that given?
I mean, we have a lot of great players that can score the ball. Our role on this team is, just to help rebound, run hard, and score when I can. So, I do what I can when I'm in the game.
Yeah, I would say definitely in the second half, I just felt we ran stuff a little bit better. We got into some more actions. We swung the ball a little bit better. I think I was able to get a few mismatches and capitalize on those too.
Second row on the left, Cassandra.
For each of you, this is a tough game for any young team early with the veterans on the sun. What kind of benefit do you see, if you see one, of having a game like this early as you guys progress throughout the season?
I would say with starting with a team like this, not this is as hard as it gets, but the ceiling is high for this. And I mean, like she said, we bounce back on Thursday and we play another great team. So it's just about being a pro and just approaching games and just executing plays and doing stuff like that.
Yeah, I'd agree with us for sure.
Anybody else? Far left there.
Kayla, can you just speak to what was your takeaway from playing against Alyssa Thomas for the first time? I'm sure you'd seen her, watched her on film, seen her on TV, but playing her in person, what was your takeaway from that?
Yeah, I think just like she impacts the game in every single area, whether it's offensively, whether it's defensively, whether it's scoring, whether it's passing, whether it's rebounding. Like those are the hardest players to guard, especially a player like her that can get the ball off the rim and push it up the court. Like that just creates matchup problems. I thought we did a pretty good job. Obviously, she's going to do what she does every single night. That's just how good she is. And, obviously I wasn't really matched up with her a ton on offense or defense. She guarded me there a little at the end of the game. But I think more than anything, the best part of her is just, she impacts the game in every single area on both sides of the ball.
Front row in the middle here.
Kayla, now that you've played your WNBA debut, do you feel as though that there's some weight lifted off of your shoulders?
Yeah, I mean, I think I would have enjoyed to play better. I think all of us would have enjoyed to play better. I think we would have loved to win. I didn't really feel much pressure coming into this game. I was trying to just, do whatever I can to help the team and help us win. And like I said, you just go back to the drawing board. You got to learn from it. And, I'm sure we're excited to play on Thursday.
Back to the front row on the left, Scott.
Kayla, there was that moment into the first half where Aaliyah kind of pulled you aside and had a message. You were probably the one doing that maybe at Iowa. What can you share about maybe what that did for you? And I don't know if that helped settle you or calm you down a little bit.
Yeah, I think just expecting the physicality was the biggest thing. Like those aren't calls you're going to get. Like they're going to get those calls. It is what it is. And I think that was basically all she said. Like just be calm, be aggressive, and be you.
Front row on the left, Angela.
For both of you, we'll start with Alyssa. Thursday, home opener, expecting a huge crowd with so much support in Indiana. What will that be like for both of you to start off the season at home?
I think it'll be exciting. I mean, it's been a lot of talk about it, and it's exciting to finally come. And I mean, we're just glad to, go out there again and just give them a show and just play hard. Yeah,
for sure. I think anytime you get to have a home opener and have the support that we've had, like our preseason game was tremendous, and now that we get to do it for real, I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be loud. We're gonna need to use the environment to our advantage, and I think just learn and move on and get ready to play and embrace it and enjoy it because it is special too.